Okay, so welcome to our opportunity event on Zoom. I am going to get started. My name is Rachel Burden. I'm a Senior Gold Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide, and I am going to get started and just go over a few of our main products that are the most popular and then do like a quick rundown of the others. And then we have some testimonies to share tonight and if anybody has any questions. So first, I'm going to go over what's called our triplex combo. It's our most popular combo. It really is what most of us that are ambassadors on the call take, and pretty much what we recommend because it's so helpful for most overall health issues. But the triplex is 3 products. This is Plexus Slim, forgive the ugly tear at the top, BioCleanse, and ProBio 5. And these 3 make up our triplex. Plexus Slim is our main product. It's our anchor product. It comes in a little bag like this and then has 30 individual little packets. It is a powder that you mix in water. It's not a meal replacement. It was originally created for type 2 diabetics. So it works to balance blood sugar, cholesterol, lipids. It also works to balance blood pressure. It really helps with weight loss because of the way it balances your blood sugar. So when you have a soda or when you have a brownie or even something that's just carby, that's not necessarily sugary, your blood sugar spikes. And then that creates a connection in your brain. And when the blood sugar dips, your brain says, oh, I need more of that. And so that's where we get addictions to things like sugar and carbs and desserts and things like that. So when your blood sugar is stabilized, it helps with those cravings. It helps with that satisfaction feeling when you eat. Did you ever eat and you're completely full, but you just want something else? That's where that's the blood sugar thing going up and down. So the stabilized blood sugar is really helpful in dealing with cravings and that satisfied feeling when you eat. It also helps to burn fat and not muscle. This product is amazing. I noticed a huge difference in my cravings and my energy just on this product alone. Actually had someone tell me maybe 2 weeks ago, she had her product for like a month and hadn't tried it. And it was probably a little more because it was around Christmas. And she said, I was so exhausted. It was 10 o'clock at night and I had so much to do. And I thought, well, now is as good of time as any to try it. And she tried her first Slim, and she said she felt like somebody wiped her eyes. She was like, that was the only way I could describe it. I felt like it was just like fresh clarity. And that's really a good way to describe it. So that is our main product, Plexus Slim. Our other 2 products that come in the triplex, these 2 products are fabulous for gut health. So our ProBio 5 is our probiotic, and what makes it so amazing is it works to get rid of the yeast and fungus in your body. So most probiotics work to overcrowd the bad bacteria in your body with good. That's a good thing. It's not a bad thing, but it is often not enough unless you're eating very clean, organic fruits, vegetables, lean meats, not eating any sugar, no bread, no carbs, no starches. Those things that I said that you're not eating, those are the things that feed the yeast and fungus in your body. So typically your average North American is feeding the bad bacteria and the fungus and the yeast in their body with our diet, even if they're eating healthy. And then even if they take a probiotic, it's not enough to win the battle. It's like this ongoing war between bad and good. And so what makes our probiotic so different is that it has a protein enzyme blend that eats the outer shell of that yeast and fungus so that your body is able to break it down, and then it replenishes it with 5 healthy strands of probiotics in here. There are also ingredients that act as an antifungal, which is awesome. So that's what makes our probiotic so awesome. And I have to tell you, I think the biggest thing with ProBio 5 is that I noticed a difference. I have taken a probiotic or a multivitamin off and on for years simply because you're supposed to and they tell you to, and I'm currently pregnant with my 4th child. So, when you're pregnant, you try to take care of yourself and take all the things they tell you to take. And I have never noticed a difference with a probiotic or a multivitamin, and I'll talk about our multivitamin in a second, until I started Plexus. I always took them because I was supposed to, but you really notice a difference with ProBio 5, and you'll hear some testimonies in a little bit about ProBio 5. BioCleanse is our companion product to ProBio 5. The word cleanse sort of scares people. Don't let it scare you. It is not a laxative. It will help. It's honestly, I tell people it's a fancy magnesium supplement. It will help with regularity. It does have magnesium, which is its main ingredient. It also has bioflavonoids from fruit extract. But what this really is awesome for, it is good for regularity. It helps clean out the dead yeast and fungus that is being killed by ProBio 5. A lot of times that yeast and fungus can sit in your gut once it's dead and cause backup. So that's why you want to get rid of that, which the BioCleanse will help with. It also helps to oxygenate your body, which is really important for your overall health. A lot of athletes will take BioCleanse to help with their like running times or their lifting, like they notice an increase in their ability because their cells are oxygenated. So you're able to get the full value of what your body was created to do. Another thing that it does that I always forget to tell people is it helps with collagen production. So that's great for your skin. I don't know if all the big like fancy wealthy women that get collagen injections everywhere. I'm not into that, but it helps with natural collagen production. So it's really good for your skin and your body and helps keep you looking nice and young. So that is our triplex combo. A lot of common testimonies on the triplex are things, obviously it helps with diabetics because it helps stabilize blood sugar, but it helps with so many things that are connected to gut health, like autoimmune issues, anxiety, depression, skin issues, digestion problems, people that have things like Crohn's or IBS, anything in the like gut system that they have issues when they eat, all sorts of things that triplex helps with acid reflux. It helps. My son had really bad eczema. It helped his eczema. There are so many testimonies that triplex helps with. I think the number one thing other than weight loss that I hear in Plexus is an increase of energy and not decrease, but a decrease of bad sleeping, I guess I could say. It helps with sleeping just to the point that your body is healthy, so you're able to rest the way you need to rest. So people that toss and turn all night or have a hard time falling asleep are finding themselves sleeping so much better, which also helps with the energy when you're sleeping properly. So that is our most popular combo. The other two products that I'm going to talk a little bit about are X Factor. This is our multivitamin. What makes it so different from others are two ingredients. One is New Zealand black currant. It's an antioxidant berry. It's incredible. You can Google benefits of black currant and you can see all the things that it will help with. And the second thing is aloe. It has an aloe vera blend in the vitamin that helps with absorption. It also helps just to soothe your intestinal tract, which is awesome. But the absorption is so key with this. If you've ever taken a multivitamin and not felt a difference, or you've had, this is a little too much information, but you've had like weird stinky pee, that's because your body is eliminating the vitamins that you're taking. So you're just not able to absorb them, so your body eliminates them. So X Factor is huge. I noticed a big difference in my hair. I know that sounds like a trivial thing, but my hair was falling out like by the handfuls. And when I added an X Factor, I noticed a big difference because my body was then able to absorb what it needed to function properly. Energy is also another one with X Factor. So that's a big one. And the last one I'm going to talk in detail about is Mega X. And this is our omega product. Typically, you get omegas in a supplement from fish oil. This is a plant-based omega product. So it has omegas 3, 6, and 9, and then it also has a blend of 5 and 7. 5 and 7 are not as common, so you don't hear about them as often. You can Google the benefits of all of those to get a comprehensive list. But one of the things that makes ours so different is because it's fully plant-sourced. It's not from fish. So you don't have those nasty fish burps. I used to, like I said, this is my 4th pregnancy. So I used to get so sick taking the fish oil vitamins that you take when you're pregnant because they just made me so nauseous. And this pregnancy, actually all the products I went over are what I'm taking: Triplex plus X Factor and Mega X instead of a prenatal vitamin. My midwife loves the products and has approved them for me to take instead of a prenatal. So Mega X is awesome. So those are typically the products that when I talk to different ambassadors in Plexus, those are the ones that people take for overall health. We do have a couple of products that focus specifically on weight loss that can be paired with some of these. We have 2 products, a cream and a capsule, that focus on inflammation, chronic pain, joint and muscle pain. We have 1 product for nerve health that helps to stimulate some nerve growth and healing in that area. We have an amazing body cream, which is awesome for all sorts of things. And we have the X Factor, which we have for adults, we have a chewable version for children. So if you have a question about any of those products, you can ask either at the end, or you can ask the person that invited you onto the call, and they would happily give you more information. But just for the sake of time, I thought it would be better to go over just our main most popular products. So that is sort of our product overview. So we have two people, if they're on, I'm not sure. We'll start with Gabe. We have two people that are going to share a health testimony tonight. So Gabe, how about you take it away and share your testimony with the products?
Cool. Okay, so I'm probably not going to be able to cover everything that encompasses my whole testimony, but so if you have questions, you can private message me or just ask at the end if there's time. So I'm going to try to put it in a nutshell and keep it short, but for my whole life, I've struggled with allergies big time. And as I got older, I'm almost 35, I have accumulated more and more and more, especially food allergies. I have allergy-induced asthma created by pollen and ragweed. I'm allergic to things like apples and watermelon, and the list goes on. Even to the salt on sunflower seeds will close my throat up. And what I struggled with the most was my eczema, my dry skin. I had dermatitis, and getting out of the shower was probably the worst pain that I've ever dealt with on a daily basis. My hands would swell, they would crack. I would constantly complain to my wife, like, I don't know what to do anymore. I was given steroids when I was a teenager. I was given steroids, and my parents paid for light therapy, which was supposed to be like some sort of like vitamin D therapy for my skin or something. And nothing worked. I was a constant itch, a constant flaking, almost like borderline psoriasis. And I was just in pain a lot, just a miserable existence is what I'd call it. And I'm a painting contractor, so all the chemicals I work with just add fuel to the fire. And so I was at my wit's end. I couldn't deal with it anymore. And I was just about to go see the doctor again for more steroids because I didn't know what to do. And I got introduced to Plexus because of Jessica Harvey's husband. And so for all you ambassadors out there that are listening right now too, just think about the fact that it only takes one connection, just one passing along of a card, just one word that could really boost your business. But that's a side note. He gave me Jess's card, and my response to him was, I'm sure my wife is going to love these vitamins because she's really organic and blah, blah, blah. And so we didn't do anything with it for a little while. And then I saw a post on Facebook about this kid that had skin like mine, and 2 months later what it looked like, and I was blown away. And I immediately texted Jess's husband, Sean, and said, hey, I'd love to sit down and talk about this. So we had dinner at their house, and I told Jess straight up I didn't want to do anything in regards to selling. I just wanted to try something that would make me feel better. And so I started with ProBio 5, and I started with BioCleanse, and that was it. And we walked out of her house that night and got our order shortly after that, and I started it. And within 30 days, I started clearing up. And I was at a job, and I put my hand up on a wall, and a buddy of mine who's really, really a good friend of mine was standing next to me. And I said, would you look at my hand? He used to make fun of me because I'd scratch my hands all day long like this. And when he would talk to me, he would go like this just to irritate me. And I said, would you look at that? And he couldn't believe it either. And he happens to actually be signed up now just because of that testimony. But I went back and forth with it, I think just because of die-off symptoms and everything going on in my body. I complained to Jess even shortly after the 30 days of clear up that like it was coming back with a vengeance, and I didn't know what to do. And she was offering the body cream and stuff, but it died off again. And here I am almost shy. I guess I'm shy of 3 months, and I don't itch anymore. Usually I would be sitting here like this with, below the camera, obviously. I'd be hiding my hands because they were cherry red and very embarrassing. I would walk around with my hands in my back pockets a lot of the time. Just embarrassed of the way that what I was going through. And my feet, especially, my feet were insanely itchy, and they're completely cleared up right now. Completely. My hands, they're still dry, like I still deal with dryness, so I have to moisturize and stuff, and I use the Plexus body cream now too. But my feet are completely healed. They're not dry hardly at all, and my hands, they feel 100% better. And so because of that, that's why I called up Jess and I'm like, listen, I'm on the Plexus train here. We got to get this thing rolling, because if anything, I'm just going to get my products paid for first. But now I'm such a believer that I am doing everything I can to convince other people, like, this stuff is legit, absolutely legit. So that's it in a nutshell. If you got other questions for me, private message me. You can hit me up. Tons of people have this last week. It's been insane. So there you go.
Thanks, Gabe.
You're
Gabe
welcome.
shared his testimony on our team page on Facebook. That was just our team of ambassadors. And a few of my friends that are on our page who aren't necessarily in my downline saw it and loved it and posted it on their team pages. And Gabe sort of went Plexus viral this week and had the whole world reaching out to him. It doesn't look like Joanne is on. So Mary Ellen, can I put you on the spot? You want to share your testimony? Let me unmute you.
My name's Mary Reed, and I'm a silver ambassador with Plexus. I started, it's just been a year ago, and my sponsor is Rachel. Sat back, I've been dealing with type 2 diabetes, borderline. My sugar levels have been up and down, up and down. My cholesterol really high, lipids high, couldn't lose weight. I mean, you name it, it was going on. And I finally reached a point where I just decided I was just going to be a fat and sassy nanny. And that was just how it was going to be. This was what old age was going to happen. So anyway, to make a very long story short, we jumped on the bandwagon, decided that I'd become an ambassador to get my products the cheapest possible. Within 3 months, my blood sugar levels were normal. Within that 3 months, I was off Lipitor. My cholesterol was normal. Sleeping incredibly well. I used to take over-the-counter sleep pills, sleep aids from Walmart and anywhere I could get them. Oh my gosh, I sleep so good now. I have energy all day long. I was with my daughter last week. She's in her 20s. And she gets excited to go to bed at 8 o'clock every night. And her mother is staying up until 11, just feeling great, you know. And she, what's going on, Mom? So it's not, it's a sustained energy. So you're not racing all the time. You just feel incredibly well. I've lost 35 pounds. My husband has lost, I would say, about 30 now. And it's cute. This morning he came out wearing a new outfit that's been in his closet for months. That he can wear now that he couldn't before. So this is happening all the time. But I love Plexus. I love the people I work with. I love being able to reach out to others. Like Gabe, I have a son who has terrible eczema, terrible. And he's a painting contractor too, Gabe, or used to be. Yeah. And so, I mean, he's broken out with blood, and his hands are just tore up. His face looked like he had third-degree burns. And I went to see him after him being on ProBio and Slim for 2 months, and his face looks incredible. I could cry about it because he's been on steroids, he's been on shots, he has allergies galore, and it's clearing up. And he was one of these, you know, skeptics. So please reach out to somebody. It doesn't matter if you have MS, if you have fibromyalgia, if you have allergies, eczema, psoriasis, dandruff. I used to have a terrible, terrible problem during the winter with you know, my husband was always wiping off my shoulders. None of that's happening this year. It's just incredible. So reach out to somebody and give it a shot. It's a 60-day money-back guarantee on all our products. They're all natural, GMO-free, excellent products. Do your research and reach out.
Thanks, Mary Ellen. Glad I put you on the spot. That was good. So Jess is going to share just a couple minutes on the business side of Plexus, and then we have a business testimony for you, and then we'll wrap it up with any questions. So let me unmute you, Jess. Okay, go for it.
Hi, guys. I'm really excited to talk about this part because it's the reason why I joined. when I joined back in last March, I had just quit my professional job as an occupational therapist to stay home with my daughter, and my husband is a carpenter, and the winter was really, really, really rough in Connecticut, and he ended up not having any work for quite a while. It was 3 months. I think he was out of work from February until May. And so when we joined, it was because we had no income and I needed to do something. I had just quit my job and I couldn't go back. So I had actually been talking to like four of my friends who are in different network marketing companies. And one of the big qualifiers for us was low startup costs. And Plexus is a winner. It's only $34.95 a year for your membership, which includes your replicated website. So you get your very own website and it's ready to go the second you sign up. And this also allows you to purchase at wholesale prices. Another thing that was really important to me was that Plexus is not a binary company. And if you know anything about network marketing, binary companies are very popular. This is very typical for network marketing companies. And binary means that you can only build off of two legs. So you've got you at the top, and then you can only sign two people under you, and then anybody else you have to strategically place under those two legs. But Plexus doesn't limit you to how many people you can sponsor. You can build your business as wide as you want, and we get paid on our strongest performing legs. And that's the opposite of what a binary company does. A binary company pays you on your weakest performing legs. Weird. So that was huge for me.
We get paid on all our performing legs.
Yes.
Not just the strongest, all of them. Sorry, go.
We also have the potential to get paid 5 times a month and up to 11 different ways. And as you move up the ranks, there's really awesome, business perks. We get a free trip to Hawaii every year. We get to earn a free Lexus twice. And the other thing is that we are not a party company, so there's no twisting people's arms to host parties. There's no inventory. Customers can purchase right off of your website, and it gets shipped directly to them. And we also have no quotas, so there's no penalties if you don't sell a certain amount every month or whatever. So those are the reasons why I chose Plexus for the business, and it is so doable in the little tiny, areas of life where you've got a few minutes and a few spare, some spare time. If you're sitting in the doctor's office, you can work your business then, and it really only takes a half an hour a day of really productive time to really make this business work. So I'm going to turn it over to LaDonia so she can tell us her financial testimony.
Thanks, Jess. Go for it, LaDonia.
My name is LaDonia Laurel. I'm a silver ambassador with Plexus Worldwide. I signed up a day after my cousin approached me about Plexus, and I didn't know anything about the company. I didn't know anything about the products. I didn't know how we got paid. I just took a leap of faith and kind of trusted her.
Are you there, LaDonia? We lost
family. So I signed up. Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
I can now.
Okay. So I got my products and I started sharing from day one. I didn't need a testimony to start sharing because I knew that I wanted to make some money. I had dished out $135 for my products and my sign-up fee, and I wanted to see if I could make that back. So within my first month, I made that back, 4 times over, which was really great because in the end, I really didn't pay for my products. So that was really nice. So then I set some more goals, and I wanted to, I wanted more. I wanted to make more money. How was I going to make more money? So, by signing people underneath me, I got a weekly check, and just from the customer orders, and some other different ways you get paid, I got paid the 15th of every month. So by the second and third month, my salary for the month doubled, which is nice because I'm going on my fourth month, and it's consistently growing, as well as my businesses. So for me, this was a blessing in disguise. I kind of thought that I was just could get paid, weekly, and how much they pay us on their products. It's generous. It's very generous, to say the least, their compensation plan. And, and it's been a blessing. So.
Can you guys hear LaDonia? No? Oh, wait.
I'm done talking.
Okay. I think we got most of it.
Rachel?
The reason I wanted LaDonia to share is because I love that she is only in her fourth month. The last time we did one of these, I had a friend share who's in her second year, and she has an awesome testimony. She signed up. She has had, in terms of some of what we see in Plexus, a slower journey, even though she's only been at it 2 years, and she's now one promotion. Her name is Jana. She's one promotion away from earning her Lexus and the trip to Maui and all those things. And she has an awesome testimony. She's now, increased more than what her full-time income was before she was with Plexus. But what I love about LaDonia's testimony and why I wanted her to share is because she's on month 4. And she started making money right away. Her first month, she covered the cost of her products and her $35 fee. And like she said, and more than that. And like she said, every single month, it's becoming more and more and more. And so I love that with Plexus, you can earn right away. Like a lot of companies, and I have never done network marketing before. I wasn't like Jess where I knew what to look for. But after signing up, I've looked at a few other companies just out of curiosity. Friends will make comments that work with other companies about different things. And then I go look it up because I'm nosy and I want to see, how it works. And I have to say, really blown away. Like I look at other companies' compensation plans and I wonder how they make money, honestly. And it really, a lot of companies, you can make a teeny bit. But when you get to the top of their company is when you make a lot of money. And yes, you make more money at the top than you do the bottom in Plexus, but you can be 4 months in or 1 month in and still make several $100s, or more, which is awesome. And I love that with Plexus. I feel like most people, when you start talking about making, we were talking today at church with a few of the Plexus people that there's someone in our upline she's the top earner in the company, but she makes like $750,000 a month. When you talk to somebody about those kind of numbers, they're like mind-boggling, and it doesn't seem like that could ever be doable. But when you tell somebody, you know what, you could have $500 extra a month, that is a practical figure that you can wrap your mind around. And so that's what I love about where all of us are at, honestly, is that I've been here the longest of everyone I'm on my 15th or 16th month, and I'm beyond blessed at where I'm at financially in the company. I am only committed to going further, but I love that with Plexus, you can make money right away. So thank you, LaDonia. That I'm going to wrap up our call.